Catamarca, Spanish pronunciation, Catamarca, is a province of Argentina, located in the northwest of the country. The province has a population of 334,568 as per the 2001 census, INDEC, and covers an area of 102,602 square kilometers. Its literacy rate is 95.5%. Neighboring provinces are, clockwise, from the north, Salta, Tucumán, Santiago del Estero, Córdoba, and La Rioja. To the west it borders Chile. The capital is San Fernando del Valle Catamarca, usually shortened to Catamarca. Other important cities include Andalgalá, Tinogasta, and Belén. Geography. Most of Catamarca's territory of 102,602 square kilometers, 2.7% of the country total, is covered by mountains, 80%, which can be grouped into four clearly differentiated systems. The Pampean Sierras, in the east and center. The Narvaez Cerro Negro Famatina system, in the west. The Cordilleran Catamarca area of transition, in the western extreme. The Puna, an elevated portion, in the northwest, located in an arid and semi-arid climate zone. The scarce water resources determine the human settlement pattern. Agricultural activities are concentrated in the pockets and valleys between the mountains. In the east, the population is concentrated around a number of watercourses. Water being distributed by canals and irrigation ditches. Climate. The province is located within a semi-arid region of Argentina. Mean annual precipitation of the province is around 400 to 500 millimeters, 16 to 20 in, which decreases significantly to the west. The province is characterized by the presence of different microclimates based on variations in altitude. In general, there are three different climatic zones found within the province. The northeastern parts of the province has a subtropical highland climate that is characterized by abundant rainfall and high temperatures. Summers are hot while winters are mild with abundant humidity. At the highest peaks of Sierra de la Conquija, snow cover is permanent. Most of the province and its intermontane valleys have an arid climate. Within these valleys, which includes the provincial capital, the climate is characterized by its extreme aridity, large thermal amplitudes, different between day and night temperatures, and strong northeastern winds. The region is characterized by abundant sunshine with winds predominantly coming from the northeast and southeast. Nonetheless, there is large variation between different locations owing to differences in altitude and differences in the relief and altitudes of the surrounding mountains that enclose the valleys. Mean annual precipitation ranges from 500 to 700 millimeters, 20 to 28 in the eastern parts of the region. Some areas receive more than 1,000 millimeters, 39 in, to less than 150 millimeters, 6 in the west. In the arid valleys, mean annual precipitation is around 160 millimeters, 6 in. Most of the precipitation occurs during summer, falling as short but heavy bursts with the rest of the year being dry. Mean annual temperatures range between 16 to 18 degrees Celsius, 61 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, with eastern and central parts having mean annual temperatures of 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. In summer, the mean temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit, although they can reach up to 45 degrees Celsius, 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Winters, with a mean temperature of 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, are characterized by frequent frosts. Locations in the west experience colder winters due to their higher altitudes with temperatures that can decrease to -30 degrees Celsius, -22 degrees Fahrenheit. During winter, the Zonda wind occasionally occurs, leading to very dry conditions that could lead to dust storms. In the extreme west of the province is the Puna region, mostly located in the Antofagasta de la Sierra department. The region has a desert climate with very low precipitation. Most of it is concentrated during summer. This is due to the mountains that block moist air from Pacific Ocean. Mean annual precipitation decreases from north to south and from east to west. Some areas receive an annual rainfall of 50 mm. 2 in. Owing to its high altitude, the climate is characterized by low temperatures. The thermal amplitude is large, reaching up to 40 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit, due to the combination of low humidity and high solar radiation. History. Before the arrival of the Spanish conquest, most of today's Catamarca was inhabited by the Diaguitas indigenous people, including the fierce Calchaquí tribe. In 1558 Juan Pérez de Zurita founded San Juan de la Ribera de Londres. But since it was constantly under attack by indigenous people, its population remained small. It was re-founded several times at new sites with new names. The sixth foundation was by Fernando de Mendoza Mate de Luna on July 5, 1683, with the name San Fernando del Valle de Catamarca, when the Viceroyalty of the Rio de la Plata was created in 1776. Catamarca obtained the title of subintendency under the Salta Intendency. In 1821, the province claimed its autonomy, and Nicolas Avellaneda y Chula, grandfather of Nicolas Avellaneda, was elected as the first governor of the province. The name is believed to come either from Quechua kata, slope, and marca, fortress, or from Aymara Catan, small, and marca, town. Catamarca remained isolated from the rest of Argentina by its mountains until 1888, when the rapidly expanding railways first appeared in the province, attracting immigrants with its spacious, fertile valleys and dry, agreeable weather. Catamarca was soon favored by immigrants from Lebanon and Iran, who found Catamarca reminiscent of the fertile, orchard-lined mountain valleys of the homes they left behind. One such family, the Sardis, became prominent in local commerce and politics, much as the Syrian Menims in neighboring La Rioja. In 1949, the newly designated province elected Vicente Sardi as governor. Eventually, Sardi, a Peronist, would become indispensable to local politics, a caudillo, exerting influence mostly by proxy. Passing away in 1988, he was succeeded by his son Ramon. In 1990, however, close friends of the Sardis were involved in the brutal murder of a local teenager, Maria Soledad Morales. This caused Celebra Cosgov Sardi much of his popularity and, in 1991, his office, when Catamarca, for the first time, voted in a radical civic union, UCR, candidate, Arnoldo Castillo, elected to the Senate by his still considerable following. Sardi is today an ally of President Cristina Kirchner, though the governor seat remains in the UCR's column. Demography. Annual growth rate is 2. While density amounts to 2.6 inhabitants per square kilometer. Urban population represents 70%. 1991. Economy. Catamarca's economy is Argentina's smallest, though still developed. Its 2006 economy was estimated at $1.728 billion, or $5,284 per capita, 40% below the national average. Less diversified than most in Argentina, agriculture has never played an important role in the Catamarca economy. contributing less than 5% to its output. The province's livestock includes around 200,000 head of cattle, 100,000 sheep, and 150,000 goats, with an annual production of 7,000 tons of beef, 5 tons of mutton, lamb, and 10 tons of pork. Although outbreaks of foot and mouth disease has kept at times the production from reaching full potential, large numbers of cattle, fattened in the alfalfa fields at Pucara, Tinogasta and Copacabana, were historically driven into northern Chile across the San Francisco Pass, and mules were bred for the Bolivian market in the 1910s. Mining was important in the past. After becoming less active in the early 1990s, Gruta now account for over 20% of the economy. Catamarca is home to one of the largest copper-gold mines in the world, Bajo de la Alumbrera, which produces approximately 600,000 ounces of gold and 190,000 tons of copper annually. The mine employs over 1,000 people and contributes hundreds of millions of dollars in taxes and royalties to the federal and provincial governments. The agriculture of Catamarca focuses on wood, walnut, vineyards, olive, citrus, cotton and tobacco, for which the government gives tax cuts to facilitate economic growth, but so far with poor results and no oversight. Tourism is a lesser contributor to the economy in Catamarca, with more than 3,465 beds in hotels and other types of accommodation. Although high hopes are focused in this industry, lack of infrastructure, service-oriented and trained businesses and an overall endemic corruption culture, tourism has yet to become a strong element of the local economy. Mountains and geological formation are the main attraction, with sites such as Antofagasta de la Sierra, Balcones del Valle, the snow-covered summits of Aconcagua, and the San Francisco Pass. The road over the San Francisco Pass, an endeavor developed during the Castillo administrations, 1991 to 2003. At a high cost in public funds, has failed to bring trade and tourism to the underdeveloped Tinogasta County. Cultural attractions include the city of Catamarca, the archaeological park Las Huellas del Inca, prehistoric petroglyphs, local music, handcrafts and wines. Transport. Major highways include Route 33 from Catamarca 98 km south to San Martin, 38 from Catamarca north via San Pedro 228 km to Tucumán, 60 northwest from Córdoba province 577 km from La Guardia northwest, partly through La Rioja, to Chile by the Paso de San Francisco, 4,722 meters. 64 west from Santiago del Estero to join 38 and 157 north from La Guardia 103 km to Frias where it connects with 89 west from Villa San Martin, Santiago del Estero, and north to Tucumán province at San Pedro, connecting with 64 near Las Cañas. There is an airport at Catamarca. Government and politics. Since its foundation in 1991 by the Catamarcan branch of the Radical Civic Union and minor local parties, the Civic and Social Front of Catamarca has dominated state politics. It has held the governor's house in Catamarca, first with Arnoldo Castillo, 1991 to 1999, then with his son Oscar Castillo, 1999 to 2003. And now with the present governor, Eduardo Brizuela del Moral. Political division. The province is divided into 16 departments. Spanish. Departamentos. Department. Capital. Ambato Department. La Puerta. Ancasti Department. Ancasti. Andalgalá Department. Andalgalá. Antofagasta de la Sierra Department. Antofagasta de la Sierra. Belén Department, Belén. Capayan Department, Huayapima. Capital Department, San Fernando del Valle Catamarca. El Alto Department, El Alto. Fray Mamerto Esquiú Department, San Jose. La Paz Department, Recreo. Paclin Department, La Merced. Pomon Department, Sauji. Santa Maria Department, Santa Maria. Santa Rosa Department, Bernardo de Oventa. Tinogasta Department, Tinogasta. Valviejo Department, San Isidro. Notable people: Calu Rivero, first actress from Catamarca to appear in national television. Emilio Carafa, post-impressionist painter. Daniel Diaz, footballer. Mamerto Esquiú, friar. Vicente Sardi, Justicialist Party politician. Media related to Catamarca province at Wikimedia Commons. Official site. Spanish. History. Spanish. Important historical dates. Spanish. Catamarca web portal. Spanish.